our first full day of Boston after our really long travel day. I'm from California and this trip is my boyfriend Levi and I's first time in the East Coast, so we are super excited to be here. We are hitting up 4 different states in a span of 1 week. This is definitely a very packed travel trip, but we're trying to fit in as much as we can in 1 week. We had 1 layover in Chicago, the longest layover ever, and our flight got delayed by like 3 hours, which is not that long of a time, but when it's a travel day and you're kind of just wanting to get to your location, it felt like forever. We got here in the evening, so we didn't really do much yesterday. All we did was grab food. We tried a local Boston burger chain called Tasty Burger, and honestly we would recommend. We don't know if it was because it was practically 1 a.m. here or because it was really good, but it was really good last night, and definitely would recommend that if you're traveling over here and want something quick to eat that's open late. So our game plan for today is a full Boston day. We are pretty much doing like 2 days in each state. So we're gonna be Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire, we're just driving through, and then Vermont. So I'm so excited. We are being such tourists today. We are hitting up all the spots. And before we get this day started, I feel like I need to do a little outfit check for you guys. Ta-da! And then imagine these with Uggs. So cute. So let's get this day started. Imagine walking on these, or like driving a carriage on this type of road. I think this is what it was supposed to be like back then. It's my first time in the East Coast and I've been dying to try Blank Street coffee. I see it everywhere on TikTok, so let's go get some coffee together. This is really good. Probably too sweet for you. Too sweet. This is honestly kind of how I've been trying to make my coffees at home, but it kind of tastes better than my coffees.
What flavor is it?
Vanilla, cinnamon, honey.
Okay.
Like I'd fit into her. Very studious. To try cannolis. These were from Boba's Bakery, and it said it was a bakery open since 1926, which is really cool. 100 years old. Boston was really fun. Just exploring all the different little neighborhoods, all the old buildings. So fun. I fell in love with Boston for sure today, and this is how we're ending it. This is both of our first times trying cannolis, and we got 3 different flavors. If I can open it and show you guys. Amazing. We got the classic, a creme brulee flavor, and then a cappuccino flavor. You have to start with the classic first. Cheers. That's actually really good. This is like heavy though. Like actually heavy. And like no, we cannot definitely eat all of these tonight. I'm gonna try the cappuccino one next.
Coffee?
Very coffee. That's really good though. We have to at least have a bite of each one to see which one's the best. I like this one, creme brulee. Yummy. It is day 3 of our trip. We just had our full day in Boston yesterday, which was so fun. Since we were only in Boston for like a day and a half, we really weren't able to finish everything yesterday. So we woke up early this morning. We're gonna go finish all the spots on the Freedom Trail. We're gonna get breakfast, and then we're heading over to Salem, which I am so excited about. Some things we noticed were that there's actually a lot of bees in the city, which I don't know why I wasn't expecting that, but it was kind of interesting to see. Another thing that I noticed, which was kind of funny, but also makes sense, is sometimes when you walk by some of the older buildings, they have such really tiny doors going to the basement, which you're saying who would even fit in that door nowadays, but it's still funny to see. After we hit up all the spots in Salem, we are going to be going to our next hotel stop, which is in Algonquin, Maine. I hope I'm saying that right. So excited to see Maine, and let's get this day started. This is the Ropes Mansion. It is where they use the exterior of this house to film Hocus Pocus, which I love that movie. Honestly, I love every kind of Disney Halloween movie, so this is very cool to see. I am obsessed with that house. Are you kidding me? Candy corn latte. Oh, I was actually expecting it to be so sweet. It's actually not. You gonna try it? I was expecting like super sugary, but it's not. It's actually not bad. Yeah. Taking a mini break by the porta potties, of course. I never really realized that Salem is right next to the water. Like, I don't know why I never even put 2 and 2 together that we could walk to the coast. We're gonna walk through a couple more gift shops. We are definitely stopping by the little Harry Potter store here because we have to. Not sure if Levi's a fan of that, but I'm making him do that anyways. And then after Salem, we start heading up north to Maine. Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Found this really pretty garden. It's just gorgeous here. I feel like I'm falling more in love with the East Coast every second I'm here. I just keep obsessing over like the buildings. I know it's like such a small little thing, but like East Coast buildings and the architecture is just so beautiful for me, and I just love it. Portsmouth is right next to a port, so there's a lot of water. Those kinds of buildings right there, like with the shiplap and everything, obsessed. I'm so in love with this place. And honestly, Portsmouth might be one of my favorite cities we've stopped in so far. I feel like there's actually a lot to walk around in downtown, and there's so many cutie little shops and everything, so we're definitely gonna check out all that stuff. We had lunch in Newburyport, and it was only about like a 40-minute drive up here without the toll, so super close. It is so funny how fast you could get through New Hampshire. Let's see what else we could find for today. We're staying at the Colonial Inn and it is so cute, so I had to do a little room tour. Come with me, come with me. I feel like we usually don't stay in hotels like this. We usually stay in like very modern hotels, so like having something very cute and a lot of characters, very fun. This is the bed. Wow. Wow. It's actually a lot of space for what it is, which I thought was very cool to see. And I think the best part about this room is the view. In the morning, we're gonna be seeing the sunrise from the East Coast, which is so fun because we always see the sunset in the West Coast. So, and then one more stop, the bathroom, which I think is also really cute. Wow. I really like the yellow color. I feel like it's very cute. It matches the outside of the building too, which is really fun. Sink, bathtub, and more views of the town. I feel like I've never stayed in a hotel room with this much windows. We're in Maine. Good morning. Good morning, guys. We are in Algonquin, Maine. I'm trying to still figure out how to say it correctly. I'll put it here if I'm not saying it right. We woke up, we saw the sunrise today, which is crazy because being in Maine, you are the first people to see the sunrise every morning, and it was just so magical. I felt pretty good actually waking up in the morning. It wasn't like, it was cold, but like not too cold, and I could just walk with like a sweater, leggings, boots, totally fine. I'm in love with this town. I feel like I'm saying that with every town I'm seeing so far. I really like it here. So we already started off our morning by going to see the sunrise by the water. Grabbed coffee from the hotel, walked over, and it was so fun. Like the fact that we have an ocean view from our hotel, we just feel so lucky. That is so fun. We were not expecting that. Already the people here are so sweet. We ran into this lady and her dog. The dog was so cute. Just being able to talk with like locals and just have small conversations. Where are you from? Hearing people's stories is just like, honestly, is one of my favorite parts of traveling, just meeting new people. Honestly, our agenda for today is just to chill around Algonquin and maybe go visit a couple other coastal cities. We have a lot of driving for the next 3 days, so we're just gonna take it very easy and chill today. See all the little coffee shops and shops that we can find around in this area, and like I said, just kind of some other small coastal towns if we feel like driving over there. This is today's fit. Comfy in the sweater. So let's go explore Maine.
I think you like inspo.
Vanilla, cinnamon, maple. I feel like that's the best coffee combination. Yeah, this is good. Yours is strong.
How this? You finish your bread. I didn't think I yelled.
I like it though. I kind of forgot that you could get sunburnt literally anywhere in the world, not just when it's super sunny. We've been walking around so much these past few days that I am getting sunburnt, and I totally didn't even think about bringing sunscreen. So we honestly covered a lot of ground just like in our little area, visited a bunch of little beaches, and honestly just exploring Algonquin, how I've been hearing people say it, so I said it wrong earlier. I'm gonna go watch the sunset at the beach now. We watched sunrise and now we're gonna watch sunset. Watching sunset and grabbing tacos from a cute little taco restaurant we walked by earlier is how we're ending tonight, so let's go. We just checked out of our hotel in Ogunquit. Stayed at the Colonial Inn. I definitely would recommend. It was so close to downtown and all the walking paths. It made it so fun just kind of exploring everything around here without having to drive too far, so it was great. Today is our last day exploring Maine. We're gonna be driving up to Portland, seeing all the stuff around that area, and then this is gonna be one of our longer driving days. We are gonna be driving through New Hampshire. We are staying in northeast Vermont tonight. We're gonna drive all the way through there and see all the iconic little viewpoints and all that stuff, so let's go. Vermont. It's our first time in Vermont. We kind of forgot when we booked here and we are very pleasantly surprised, so time for another room tour. We're in the Burke Mountain Conference Hotel, so it's on a ski resort and it is very nice. So first things first, I feel like this bathroom is like stunning on its own. Look how big that shower is. Wow. We're only here for one night, but if we weren't, look how amazing this kitchen would be. It has everything. It even has a little stove. I feel like we need to make like tea or something to make use of it today. Little dining room with all of our stuff, couch, living room area, TV, a fireplace. What's the weather today? I think it's like probably down to the 50s in the evening, so maybe using that. And then at the very end, our bed. And I will show you guys in the morning because we got here at nighttime. We have a huge balcony to ourselves, so I feel like that is so fun in the morning to just drink coffee. We're gonna grab some food and call it a night, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. We are in Burke, Vermont, and this is my view. We got into the hotel a little later last night. We didn't even see how the mountain looks and everything, and it is stunning. I should have came out a little earlier because when it was like sunrise time, the colors were so vibrant and so pretty. I'm really excited to get today started because we are hitting up all the fall towns in Vermont. Stowe, Montpelier. We're debating if we should go to Burlington, so to be decided on that. We'll fit check for today. I was trying to do a fit check for my TikTok, but it's like so bright out here and the shadows are a little crazy, so we'll see about that. Something funny that we noticed are that there's so many ladybugs here. I feel like in Maine and everything there's a lot of bees. Here in Burke, Vermont, so many ladybugs. Like I feel like I could just go up to one and it's right there. We had to actually capture a couple last night and let them out because they just kept getting into the room, which is a little funny. I think it's time to head out to Stowe now. We have about an hour and 15-minute drive there, so we're trying to beat the traffic and get there a little early. So I will see you guys when we get to Stowe. 32 degrees right now. Ready to have apple cider and donuts. Got our cider from the Cold Hollow Cider Mill. I feel like this is such a famous one, and you could tell because it is so busy. And then we also got the donuts, apple cider donuts. I feel like you have to when you're here. Oh, you're actually gonna like these. They're not that sweet. Check. Guys, a little different spot than I usually do these morning chats with you guys. We are currently in Woodstock already. We explored the town. I love this. I think it's my favorite Vermont town so far. We stayed in Killington, Vermont, which is about 30 minutes away from here. It is such a cute ski town. We could definitely tell that it's very popular during winter. We had dinner there last night and then just called it a night really early yesterday. We woke up early, got maple lattes this morning at a place called Liquid Art. Such a cute place in Killington. Definitely recommend it. It was such a vibe. This is kind of one of our longer driving days. It's about 3 hours. We're finishing up Vermont, heading back into New Hampshire. We're gonna stop at a couple farms. We're going through Concord, New Hampshire, and then tonight we are staying actually on the coast of Massachusetts because today is our last full day of the road trip. It flew by so fast and we already are so sad that it's coming to an end, but we still have a lot of ground to cover. So let's see what other cute towns and stops we could find in Vermont and New Hampshire for today. Go in. I almost did on this trip. Wow. That's pretty cool. I just don't want spiders in my hair. Wow. This is the closet.
In here?
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh.
We made it to our very last day of the trip. So sad, but I feel like we did see a lot, so it was a very fun fall road trip. Right now we're in Rockport, Massachusetts. That's where we decided to stay for our last night because it's close to Boston, but still a different area that we haven't seen yet. It was definitely another cute coastal town that I'd love to visit again. The street was so cute to walk on, and we had dinner and ice cream there last night. Such a fun last night of this trip for sure. I wanted to show you guys a couple of our souvenirs before, because right now we are packing and we're gonna visit a couple more coastal towns and then we're gonna head to the airport after that. But like I said, souvenirs first because I feel like that's fun to share. So first things first, of course, is maple syrup. We got this one from Silaway Maple Farms in Vermont, and it was actually so fun because we went to the actual farm and we were able to do like maple tasting, and we tried a bunch of different grades of maple syrup and also like their infused one. They only had the amber color one, which was one of the ones we actually liked, which was great. I definitely feel we're gonna order from them if we want more Vermont maple syrup. Another fun thing we got was this for Ruka, my dog. I could have probably bought Ruka a million different dog toys, but opted in for the lobster because we were in Maine and I felt like it was fitting. Another cute thing is this cider jelly. This was from the Cold Hollow cider mill in Vermont. That is where we got those apple ciders and the apple cider donut. So I wanted to get something there to bring home because we can't bring a whole jug of apple cider, unfortunately, in our carry-on. Yesterday we went to an apple orchard in New Hampshire, and that is where we had the apple pie and another apple cider donut. I also wanted to get some maple candies because I've been seeing maple candies like everywhere and haven't picked one up yet. So little lobster plushie. I wanted to get my friends a couple things from different states that I thought were like pretty fun and pretty fitting. When we were in Salem, I got my sister these incense. She uses a lot of these, so I thought this was kind of fun because it just has a little bit of like the spookiness to it. And out of all those things, I'm definitely giving a lot of those to friends and family, but the souvenir that I got for Levi and I were a lot of postcards. I tried finding postcards from a lot of little shops in all of the little towns we stopped in, and seeing those things where people get postcards from places they travel and put them in like frames and hang them in their house, and that looks so cute. So since this was Levi and I's first big solo travel trip, I wanted to start doing the postcards thing so one day we could have all of them up in a frame, and I thought that'd be so cute as like a way to look back on your memories. And honestly, maybe on the back of each postcard we could kind of write like our favorite thing we saw in each city and like the dates and stuff. I thought that would be so cute too. A little souvenir haul for you guys. We're gonna finish packing up and then see what other little small towns that we can find in Massachusetts on the way back to the airport.